Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is a little bit too hung up on what it feels like to get attention from random people or just, more than one person. We've got I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. And then this person, even though they like the attention from other people, the best kind of attention is your attention. You are their fantasy. So even though they like being the fantasy of other people, you are the one that they think about the majority of the time. They do really enjoy the pictures or whatever they have of you. And even though they like the attention from these other folks, it's like they could choose anybody to share a couch with, it would be you, right? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I'm just going to go ahead and reiterate that my videos are not for children because it does feel like this person's a little thirsty. I hope you're having a good day. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to dive in with the energy oracle. All right, what else do we need to know? All tied up, number 23. And woman holding a coin. So I'm taking the all tied up card to be the person who really likes the attention. They are distracted. They are busy. They're not able to give what they normally would be able to, whether they're dating you or in a relationship with you, or you've just met them. Maybe you're even no contact with this person, but you are coming through as the woman holding a coin. You don't have to be a woman. The more important element here is you offer some sort of stability or companionship that is far greater in value to what they have to offer, right? Because they would be distracted and kind of tied up with, I'm going to go ahead and call it a virtual roster. I don't know that they're meeting these people in the flesh, right? This is I normally call it the Rider-Waite, but I really want to start calling it the, was it Waite-Smith? Because that's who actually illustrated it. Hello, upper echelon. How are you doing? It's true, they are. I know I have a lot of them. We've got the Devil in the reverse and the Empress. So this would be our woman holding a coin. Again, don't get too focused on that gender. This is somebody who has worked to let go of some toxic energy or focus on what really matters. And I do feel like there are some people that are really interested in this Empress. But with that Queen of Cups, the focus for them seems to be, are you genuine? And I'm not interested in things that are, 2-night stands. This is someone who would probably be a bit selective or even kind of like a hermit, right? So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Sun in the reverse. There's a plan that our all tied up person, the one who really likes attention, they are trying to figure out how they can be successful. How can I win over this Empress without necessarily doing the right thing? Like, is there a possibility of cutting some corners, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is like, well, that would take a really long time. And I can't believe how appropriate this is because I literally, last night, I just watched Groundhog Day. I don't know if you've seen that movie, Bill Murray and Andy McDowell. But what's kind of delightful about that movie, even though Bill Murray's a jerk, that's what I said, is that like He actually has to learn a lesson before he can get out of that cycle. So it is actually kind of a perfect movie when you're talking about karmic justice, because dude literally can't get out of that cycle of repeating the same day until he learns the lesson. And his whole thing is, I want to make Rita fall in love with me without actually being that person that she wants, right? So the Empress is faced with a suitor or a love interest that views them as very desirable, much like Bill Murray viewed Rita or Andy McDowell. But they may try different tactics, they might try different strategies, they may have the benefit of a repeating day where they can find out everything and then try to be your perfect person, like learning to love French poetry, which is one of the things he did. But this person can't get actual access to the Empress without doing the healing, it looks like. Hello, Pharaoh. How are we doing today? We've got the Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. One of the best things about Rita's character in that movie, even though I might have written that character just a little bit differently, one of the best things is this is someone who I felt was able to listen to their intuition. Like, there's something weird about how you're acting, or I'm not going to spend time with somebody who is a jerk. There is an acknowledgement here from whoever resonates with the Empress that, yeah, there is an attraction here with this person. However, I don't know if I could really trust them. The Knight of Cups is an offer in love, but it isn't always necessarily the most reliable offer, because these are the poets, right? These are the people that can make something sound beautiful when it might not actually be that great. This Empress is saying, yeah, those are some really pretty words, but can you prove it? All right, you said you can breakdance. Show me, right? This is someone who's saying, all right, but I want to see if you actually are who you say you are. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool. So even though this all tied up person, even though I'm so tempted to call him Bill Murray, even though this person is not initially capable of being that person that the Empress wants, even though they may try a few tricks initially to see what they can do to win over or gain access to this Empress, there are some pretty legit boundaries around this Empress. So they end up realizing, if I want the Empress, I literally have to do something different. I have to, like, not be toxic. I have to actually become that good person. Let's see. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. What else do we have? What's up, Key Controller? Hey, dancing is a great way to like distract yourself from the daily stresses, right? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So part of the thing with Bill Murray and I should really call her Andy McDowell since I can't remember. Oh, I think his name in the movie was Phil. The thing about Phil Bill is that he had to realize first, like, look in the mirror. Oh, I'm kind of a jerk. That's why Rita doesn't like me. Maybe if I wasn't so fake, or if I wasn't so schmoozy, or if I wasn't so self-involved, maybe if I actually did my job a little bit better, maybe if I was actually acting interested in her instead of just trying to, like, manipulate, then maybe I would actually be deserving of Rita's love, right? Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? So there's a process that requires healing. It takes some time. We had the Three of Swords in the reverse. Now we have healing family issues. By looking within, this person's able to see that there is a way to get what they want and be a desirable partner for this Empress. But I'm pretty sure that wanting other people's attention thing is going to come up at some point, right? This is the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? Hello, Voyager. How are you doing? Yes, I would agree. We've got number 9, which is the Bouquet. And number 10, the Scythe. So I can't believe how perfect this movie is. I'm sorry if you haven't seen Groundhog Day. I mean, I can get it. You're probably a person of taste. It is actually kind of a cult classic, though, so you should probably see it. But the general premise is the dude's like living the same day over and over again, right? So he starts using the fact that he knows he's going to live that same day over again. He goes and asks a bunch of, rapid fire questions to this hot chick that he really wants to get to know. Nancy Taylor went to this particular high school and had Miss Walsh or something for a math teacher, right? And then the next day goes up to her and is like hitting on her saying, oh, didn't we sit next to each other in that math class, right? But as the movie progresses, he starts realizing those little flings aren't really worth it. He still keeps thinking about Rita. He still really wants the Empress, the person who has demonstrated that there's like genuine unconditional love there. And it starts to soften his cold, cold heart. And he starts to realize that the Nancy Taylors or the other ladies that he thinks are attractive, they really pale in comparison to Rita, who is our Empress, right? So he decides, I've got to stop seeking out the attention of people that I don't really take seriously when I know what I really want is like real love with this Empress. So he begins to focus on Rita, right? All right. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Hey, Sam. I don't know what you're talking about. We got communication, expression, voice, transmission, message, news, connection, flow, breath, effortless, glide, easy, calm, and vessel, body, nourishment, wholesome, nutrition, and health. So we have an opportunity for this person to acknowledge that what and with whom they're communicating, all of that is important. And maybe Phil shouldn't have been wasting all of, the first several days he was repeating the same day, focusing on silly pursuits, right? Women he wasn't really interested in long term. And then things begin to get a little bit easier as he focuses on what actually is important. So it feels like we've got whoever is in love with this Empress, they're starting to realize that looking within is really important in terms of having an opportunity with this Empress. What can I do to make sure that I am at my best in order to actually make a meaningful offer to this Empress instead of something that comes across as cheap? This is the Cats Rule the Earth. I think one of my favorite parts in that movie, the two of them are at the bar, I think at like the little bed and breakfast, and Bill Murray is doing his first like attempt at hitting on Andie MacDowell's character and finds out what her favorite drink is. And then, the next day when he has the same opportunity, goes in and orders a sweet vermouth, I think with a twist, lemon, something like that. It sounds like not a manly drink. Just going to say it. Because he wants to have the same drink that she is, right? Like, oh my God, you like the same thing as me. And then he goes and takes a sip of it and he's like, awful. Why did I order this? I love this. So we've got the Nine of Cups and Temperance clarifying the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. A lot of loving energy and a sense that somebody is really ideal. Remember, we had the word fantasy at the beginning, right? I didn't know that someone like you existed. You are like everything I wanted in a person. So we have somebody who's mesmerized, captivated by this Empress. And I do feel like it helps them to understand that maybe the attention of the other folks, it's really not as important as it once was. But they're trying to figure out what all they need to cut out of their life before they move towards this Empress and ask them out on a date. So we've got the Three of Cups next to, Strength. So Strength is clarifying Eight of Pentacles. The number 8 could be important since those are both number 8. This is someone saying, I've got to put in the work. I got to do what I need to do. It's like there should be a video montage of someone going to the gym for like 6 weeks. Like, oh no, I'm going to get some real nice arm muscles before I go propose. Or, you know, I'm going to lose like 10 pounds before I go put on my favorite dress for that person. This is like, I'm going to be in my best shape. I'm going to do what I need to. Remember we had the vessel card. Like, I'm going to like be looking good, right? Get my hair done. Hello, Hayden. How are you doing? It's like, I got to be ready for this date. I got to be looking good. I got to have like, you know, some nice shoes. So we've got the Eight of Swords, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So then there's this, it's almost like a temptation, right? Because, well, actually, I think I put this under the playlist called Temptation. Because we've got this Eight of Swords and it's tied to the attention of others. That much I can guarantee you. You get to a point where you feel like you have this chance with the Empress, or maybe you even go on a date or two. You know, like they had that one nice day in Groundhog Day, and then Bill totally ruined it, right? Had to like work back up to getting into Rita's good graces, right? So we have somebody who loses or fumbles something with that 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, you made me feel like you wanted to be serious or you wanted to be exclusive. And then here you are still flirting with people or, you know, chatting people up online or on a dating app. Why don't you tell me the truth? What is it that you really want? Do you want those other people or do you want to be in a relationship with me? Because you can't have both. There is a point where this person has a crossroads. You have to give up this attention from randos, or you have to admit that, you know, maybe you're not ready for the Empress. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. 3 of Wands in the reverse. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So it's like one of those, I can't help it. I keep seeing like video montages from movies, and now I'm seeing Bridget Jones again, like the all by myself eating ice cream thing. And I do feel like this person who likes the attention of others, what am I calling you? I feel like calling you the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the person who's in love with the Empress, okay? The Knight of Cups is realizing if I come back around, I can't be coming back around with the same old tired thing, right? Like I've got to be, I've got to step it up a little bit. So with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's like, I know why I didn't have the success that I wanted, or I know why things were kind of not good. And it's because I like this attention of other people. There could be other things, but that is the main issue, right? If you feel like this person is your dream come true, your fantasy, you love them, you want to have a life with them, then why are you distracted by someone on Tinder or whatever it is? Because the world came out, I do feel like it could be internet related. How adorable are these kitty cats? Oh, thank you, Pharaoh. What else do we have? Oh, 2 of Cups. Page of Cups in the reverse, and the Fool. So I love that both the tarot decks here, the last card I pulled from them is the Fool. This is, okay, you're right. I need to change something because I really do love this Empress. I can't lose this Empress just because of, old habits dying hard. So there is this hiccup, there is this obstacle, and they realize I'm actually like real sad if I lose this Empress. I can't endanger that again. I can't make stupid mistakes. I've got to be able to focus. If I really want to be with this Empress, then I have to like give it my all, right? This is the Truth Is. What else? Better Now, healing wounds within the relationship and playing games just to keep your attention. Yeah, so we have our Knight of Cups wanting to be in a relationship or wanting the love of this Empress, realizing that they have been playing games or that they have people playing games with them just to keep their attention, when what they really need or what they want they could have with a healthy relationship with the Empress. So this is their choice, do you want to keep playing those games or do you want to have something real? Confined, feeling trapped in this connection, and leveling up. The thing is, if the Knight of Cups doesn't change their ways, the Empress won't find enough justification to give them another chance. They'll feel like they're just waiting for a betrayal or a disappointment to happen, some sort of lie to pop up in their face, especially if they know that this is going to be somebody who is potentially going to cheat on them. This Empress will say, you know what, I think I'd rather find something that is less risky, right? So the choice is, do you want to have a serious relationship, level up the relationship, or have a failure to change those, kind of flirty ways and lose the Empress? That's their choice. All right, this is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Did I lose one? I did. What else do we have? Death in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. So I know that if I don't change, if I can't, be that person that is capable of monogamy or being focused on one person, I don't know that I would be able to really hold on to this Empress, because the Empress has standards. They don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that, gets distracted. This Empress seems to have made it clear they want to have a monogamous relationship or something that would be exclusive. So this is some introspection happening for the Knight of Cups. Can I make that kind of offer? Can I be in that long-term relationship if it's with this Empress? So we've got Justice, Ace of Wands, and the Two of Swords. It's a big question for them, right? They really do love this Empress, but this is also something that has been a big part of how they feel about themselves. So they realize it's worth it. They're going to try, because they can't imagine losing this Empress without at least trying. But they're nervous, right? What do I do if I fail? That's why part of them is thinking, maybe I should just give up now, right? Queen of Cups in the reverse, Tower in the reverse. Maybe I should just not let myself love this person. Maybe I should try to convince myself that there's really no use in being in an exclusive relationship. I can't imagine that I would be able to make that work. They're really going back and forth on this. Could I actually be in a committed relationship when it's somebody who's like my dream come true? Sun in the reverse, Page of Swords, Ten of Swords in the reverse. This time, they do the right thing. It's like they don't do it while somebody's watching. They're deleting apps, or they're letting go of people. They're deleting phone numbers. They're blocking people, whatever it is. It's all I really want is the Empress. I'm going to do what I can to be the right kind of partner to them because I know I can trust them to do right by me. I don't need to betray this person. I don't need to depend on those other people. The attention of that Empress is enough for me. So it does seem like they are doing right by their love, and they want to let go of the people that they know are just playing games, or the people who are just kind of like, cheap attention, probably random strangers. Hello, Aqua Beauty. How are we doing? Let's get a few from, this is the Love Oracle. Emotional storm, turmoils, unstable, and affected, and bluff, pretending, mask, and exaggeration. So there's a lot that terrifies the Knight of Cups about being fully vulnerable or open with a single person. Part of the reason they diversify with their attention is because if something feels like rejection or someone makes them feel small, it's just one in a network of people, right? You don't matter. I got all these other people that think I'm cool. There's this, it's like redundancy, right? If I have someone telling me that I'm cool, even though I have a bad day, even though maybe I don't really know them that well, then at least there's one person who like makes me feel better about myself. But they're realizing now that it's like trying to buy groceries with Monopoly money, right? It's not real self-esteem. So we have influences. These are those people that they wanted that attention from. You know what? I guess it's not that important, right? You talk about Duluth? That's so weird because I actually, on my phone, the picture one of them I took in Duluth a couple years back just came up on my phone. So I was probably just thinking about Duluth. Accurate. Upper echelon. It's true. I did eat before I came to do this live stream though. Okay, so we have distance, separation, space, and blockage. I feel like this is someone saying, I know that I need to block some people. There's some people that are not important in my life, and I let them, take up too much of my time. So I feel this is someone deciding I'm going to focus on the Empress. I know that the other communications that I'm entertaining are not a good use of my time. Hello, Jamie. How are you doing? Nice. So they feel like even though you are the only one they really want, that there is a decent chance you may leave them because they're not good enough. This is what has caused them to kind of like armor themselves or shield themselves from your rejection by seeking out that attention from other people, right? And so it lessens that potential disappointment if you were to tell them that they aren't good enough for you. but they view you as their soulmate. They love you. They want to have more than they thought they would, an exclusive relationship, living together perhaps. But the problem is there's a lot of stress in their life that has created an atmosphere that makes it really difficult for them to think about love, makes it really difficult for them to think about, peaceful situations. It's like they want to deal with that first and then come through with this offer. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Nope. English muffins. What else do we have? The Moon. And the Seven of Cups. Some sort of illusion. I don't know why, but I'm really thinking of like an intermission where somebody does like a costume change. Like, here, look over here. This is a real sweet little, or like go get some refreshments. And then when you come back, I've got like my new dress on. But we got the Five of Swords in the reverse. This is, for me, looking like separation or not talking to each other for a little while. The Knight of Cups, working on things they need to, probably blocking several people because they have their eyes focused on making amends. What can I do to get ready to have this conversation with the Empress and tell them that the only person I want is them, that I'm not going to get distracted by anyone else. You are my sun, moon, and stars, all that romantic stuff, right? They really want to make a big splash, but they feel like this Empress views them as a King of Cups in the reverse. I can't trust you. I don't know that you really know how to express your emotions. They know that they have to prove that there's been some progress here. Ten of Pentacles and the reverse, Magician. Because at this point, the Empress views them as incapable of a long-term relationship. All I see you doing is going after these one-night stands, Bill Murray. Right? That's how Rita felt. She was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, you don't seem like you're capable of a relationship. So he had to say, okay, here's how I can change. Here's what I can focus on. Let's become worthy of that relationship because I want you, right? Leveling up, right? That's weird, Sam, but I appreciate little facts like that. So we've got the King of Pentacles. Wow. So we go from 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not capable of a long-term relationship. Magician. Let's do a little magic here. Let's get ourselves all like ready to go. And then you turn into the King of Pentacles. That's a pretty good trick. That's a pretty good amount of effort. Chariot. Two Cups in the reverse. So I know that this is probably the last opportunity, or that this is the only opportunity I get with this Empress. And I know that there's going to be probably a likelihood that this Empress is not going to take me seriously. They're going to view me as somebody who doesn't fall in love. So I have to show them that I was willing to do what I needed to be a good partner for them. Six of Wands, victory, success. I really want to win, but they realize I have to do it the right way. Two of Swords, King of Cups in the reverse. Because if the Empress feels that I am not capable of a different approach, if they think I'm not capable of that long-term relationship, there's no way they're going to give me the time of day. They'll leave me out in the cold. They'll be like, no, you're not good enough. I mean, they probably say it nice enough, but you know. Hello, Doris. How are you doing? So we have the Six of Pentacles. I need to show that I'm capable of more. I need to show that I can make up for what happened, or that I understand that I can't be giving to multiple people or distracted by others, right? This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. Ace of Wands in the reverse. The Star. I may have messed up initially, or you may have, felt like I wasn't ready before, but now I have healed my family issues or addressed whatever it was that made me lose you in the first place. You may have assumed that I wasn't capable of changing, or you may have thought that I would always need the attention of others, but I'm determined to show you that I only want you. There's that Fool again. They're real committed to this new beginning. Three of Swords, Three of Cups in the reverse, Magician in the reverse. There's some insecurity they have to deal with. And I feel like normally how they would deal with this is trying to get that attention from people that don't really matter, right? This is someone trying to figure out how to address that need for some little confidence boost without going back to that same well, right? Without looking for attention from people you don't need it from. Because I know that's what the Empress would expect, or that's what I'm trying to stop doing. Seven of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is someone, for many of you, they pick up a self-help book or they get advice from someone that they really respect. Others of you, this person gets advice they didn't ask for on like a bus or from a movie, song lyrics, something like that. And they're like, gosh, you're right. Dang it. And they realize how important it is to do right by this situation. I can't cut any corners. I have to do right by it. I have to be actually deserving of this Empress. There she is again. I have to change my perspective. That Hanged Man is about somebody who acknowledges I saw it wrong, or I approached it wrong, right? So this is somebody who's maturing and approaching love in a respectful way instead of trying to like make it a game. So we have the High Priestess, Eight of Wands, and the Tower. So now that I'm feeling more confident, now that I feel like I'm better equipped to understand what this connection really means between the two of us, now I'm going to communicate. With that Tower, that's somebody being ready to say, okay, here's what I want. I'm in love with you and I want to be in a relationship with you. What do you think? Don't do that. That won't help you. But I do feel like they're able to show this Empress, I've made changes. I've worked on myself. I'm not that person that you used to know. Let's get a few from the Overthinker's Oracle. Tim Hortons. All right, what else do we have? I wish I could go back in time. I would have treated you better. I'm sorry I broke your heart. Possessive, you belong to me. Desire to own or dominate. They really don't want to think about anyone else being with you. Again, they've put you on a little bit of a pedestal, right? They do like to keep an eye on what's going on. They like to know if there's someone else interested in you, or, what color sweater you wore yesterday. This person feels like they've known you before. They can't really explain what keeps bringing them back to you or why they can't distract themselves from you. But this is a magnetism they can't do anything about. And when they try to distract themselves, they just feel lost. There was a scene where Phil or Bill Murray kept like calling the other chicks Rita. Specifically, I think it was Nancy called her Rita. And she's like, what? What did you? That's not my name. All right. I regret playing games with your heart. New divine connection coming soon. So the thing is, if this person doesn't get their act together, if they don't approach the Empress in a way that is respectful and genuine, I feel like the Knight of Cups knows hands down there's somebody else who's in love with this Empress or somebody else who will fall in love with them, that they will get another love offer and they will miss their window of opportunity, which could mean, you know, they may feel a little bit of pressure to move quickly, right? I know who you are to me. I know we are supposed to be together. I feel like God is punishing me. That is also something that Bill Murray felt in that movie. Like, why do I have to live the same day over and over again? This is awful. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a day with a blizzard, so like I wouldn't really be excited about that either. Plotting and scheming away to get you to love me again. Hello, Kingly Eagle. How are you doing today? Hello, Empress Celeste. Hello, Felicia. How are you? Codependency. This is what they have to deal with, right? They're a little too dependent on the attention of other people in order to have that confidence or that self-esteem. If you have been with this person, they keep thinking about the first time. Your love was true. If they think about how your love stacks up against other people, there's really no comparison. You were genuine, whereas other people, they may have been clout chasing or they may have been focused on, you know, what can you do for me, right? This Knight of Cups knows that the Empress is genuine. If you are not interested, or even if you are, you're being encouraged to practice forgiveness. If you are aligned with this Empress energy, you're going to receive an apology. Does it mean that you have to let this person back into your life or start a relationship with them? No, but forgiving them removes a burden from your back as well as theirs. This forgiveness could be a checkpoint for you, by the way, as well as for them. I do feel like this person, the Knight of Cups, has been dealing with difficulties regarding finances. And I kind of feel like coming forward and being genuine with you enables them to deal with those financial issues more expeditiously. It's not over. You belong to me. I'm telling you, they really do feel like you're supposed to be with them. Does that make it right? No. But they're pretty determined. They want to have like an actual relationship. They just don't know if you're going to take them seriously. All right, this is the Spiritual AF deck. Let's see what else we've got. Maybe you just need to shake your booty. Weren't we talking about dancing? See? Stay away from people who make you feel like you're hard to love. We had love yourself first and you deserve love up there. So definitely ties in, right? You can learn, you can learn a lot of good lessons from a few fucked up people. I think we all know that to be true. Oops. Self-care is not selfish. Be yourself even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool weird ass. Be authentic. It's the coolest thing you can be. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it starts feeling like one. I do feel like this is a message for the Knight of Cups. They start to see things differently the more they interact with the Empress, which is true of Groundhog's Day as well. Phil Bill, or Bill Murray's character, is quite the Bill. Not very nice. At the beginning of the movie, you kind of want to slap him. And then he, softens the edges a little bit, right? This was the neon sign outside of his hotel room. Calm down. He had to figure out how to calm down. Loving is its own reward. That's what this Knight of Cups is realizing. I don't put myself out there so that I can feel better about myself. I feel better about myself because I'm loving someone who's worthy. They see love differently now because of this Empress. Hello, Peggy. What's going on? This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. What is the new divine connection coming? Hanged Man and the Empress. Well, that's pretty accurate. So the Empress does have other people that are interested in them, right? So should this Knight of Cups not have the ability or the wherewithal or the dedication to doing right by this love connection, there's somebody else that will, step up. We've got the Page of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new direction. The King of Wands in the reverse, Three of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So it's like there's a backup plan or a stand-in, like somebody gets sick, there's somebody else that can do what needs to be done. This Empress is still going to have a relationship. But the Knight of Cups, it's like they have the first opportunity. If you take action to address what has caused problems between you and the Empress, things could go really well for you. But if, they aren't focused on it, then somebody else waltzes in and, woos the Empress. We have the Four of Swords, healing. This is what the Knight of Cups has been focused on. Page of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Because I know I wasn't communicating in a genuine, honest way. I need to be clear with the Empress that, yeah, I was talking to other people at the same time that I was talking to you, but I've decided to change my behavior because you are worth it. Because I know that you would not put up with somebody that wants to entertain 5 people at the same time. I want you to know that you're enough. This is somebody who's realizing I have to communicate just how much this person means to me and make it clear that I'm not interested in anybody else, right? It's cold everywhere. Okay, I can't really say that. But it's cold here. So we've got the Fool again. I love it. This card has been following us the entire reading. I'm going to choose a new approach because I'm in love. I'm going to do the right thing, justice, because I know that's the only way I can have an opportunity with this Empress. Magician in the reverse, even though I may have some insecurity, that's okay. I don't need to address it with the attention of random strangers. So we have the Nine of Wands, somebody who is defending what's most important to them. Ten of Swords, and ending or blocking people from their past that they don't really have a serious intention of dating or meeting or seeing, right? I can focus on the Empress. That's the person that's really important to me. I want to be in a long-term relationship. So I have to show them that I'm not distracted by people who are interested in the short term. So we've got the Devil in the reverse and the Tower. You see how this picture is like, see, I did that. I told all of those people to F off. I told all those people to leave me alone. I only want my Empress. It's like they take a selfie with their dating app in the background. Like, see, look, I deleted all of them. They all suck. They want to show you something like proof, like a receipt. Like I have legitimately told everyone to leave me alone because I'm in love with you and you're the only one that I want. Because they know if they don't prove that, you're just going to be like, I don't think I believe you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you on the next reading. Toodles.